Alright, here we are in a beautiful Long Beach, California day, looking at a very nice 1940 Ford Woody Wagon, standard trim level, very nicely done restoration. Has some provenance. We're going to walk around and talk about it like we usually do. Finished in a single stage cloud mist gray, resting on a body off style restoration performed by the current owner here back in 2009. In fact, this car won the Ron Hayden Award at Wavecrest, which was a very prestigious award in 2009 when it was just completed. All the wood on it, like I said, we're going to walk around and cruise around and cover a lot of stuff as we go around here. All the wood on this car appears to be all original. It was all done by Alex DeLoa, who did a lot of the woodwork, or was Nick Alexander's first wood guy. Very nice in its presentation. This one's almost like Time Warp, take you back in time. We'll step back and let you take a look here. Looks all stock in its format, and for the most part it is. A little surprise underneath the hood, period style. It has Goodyear all-weather 650/16 tires on it. Nicely done wheels in the cloud mist gray with a pinstripe here. Woodwork is just so inviting and very nicely done. It's an all-steel original car. Was originally sold new in Santa Barbara, California. It's remained here all of its life in Southern California, Redondo Beach area, that type of thing. In fact, it was even spent some time in the Hollywood area and off of Wilshire Boulevard as David Cassidy's of the Partridge Family. This was actually his car. We'll have registration and proof of that as we go around here, and we'll cover it in the video for you. He had owned it in the 70s. It was a cream color with white walls, that type of thing. When the owner restored it, he wanted to restore it at a factory color. There were 3 colors available during that year. It's a cloud mist gray. They had a black and then a blue. But all original body off chassis style restoration. Underneath the hood here is a very nice 283 Chevy V8 2-barrel Rochester. Nicely fit, hung up front. When you look underneath the hood, it looks totally stock. Chevrolet script valve covers, that type of thing. We'll get underneath the hood and cover that for you. Non-modified body, ride height, all factory suspension on it, braking. Never had any rust on it. All the woodwork, like we talked about, is mostly original. You look at one of these cars, it just, like I said, it takes you back in time. Timeless style, factory cowl vent. All the glass that was installed, they did the Ford markings in it. About 2,800 miles on its restoration. Beautiful character on the wood. Getting the dash here on the passenger side and cover that for you. Like we mentioned, 3-speed on the column, factory rear differential with 354 ratio. Beautiful dash and trim work here. The garnish molding up front has a really nice finish to it. All factory standard presentation when it comes to the dash. Factory style Naga hide or vinyl upholstery. These rubber mats, all factory. There's a jute pad underneath. These are original floor pans on it. Very nice car. All the drip rails here. Again, this is all original steel car. Doors shut very nice. Nicely done, revarnished. Get you the inside here and look at the headliner. You almost hear a pin drop out here in this neighborhood. Very nice. It does have the third seat, the factory third seat right there. Again, the Ford script was put into the glass. All new glass in it. Sliding windows on the rear doors. I love the look of those tires on it, the Goodyear all-weather. We talked about it being David Cassidy's car, the Partridge Family. Again, we have a original copy of the title, that type of thing, that matches the the license plate that's on the car and the VIN of the car. We'll have the compartment open here for you shortly, and we'll cover that for you like we usually do. It'll be in segments. Wonderful. He's driven at about 2,800 miles. He's been to Wavecrest several times, and again, we mentioned the Ron Hyden Award. Factory fuel fill location, that type of thing. I wanted to cover on the back here. I kind of whizzed by it, didn't mean to. All the wood is original except for the upper window here on the rear compartment. Pardon for the break in the video there. I had a battery go dead, but it allowed me to have a little bit of a conversation with the owner. I was walking around, he was listening to me, and when he did the refinish on the car, the reason he went with the Cloud Mist Gray is because that was the original color of the car as they brought the metal down, the paint down, that type of thing. Went to pretty great lengths, or good lengths, to get the it's a specific to a wagon only rear bumper on this. Has the nice bumperettes on it. 40 only bumper. It's a beautiful single stage. We were talking about paints, and when you get a car like this, it's very nice to have a nice single stage paint. It's just a different feel, gives the car great character. This car has excellent character anyway, because the woodwork is just enough to warm you right up, no doubt about it. Look at the headliner there. You'll see how they ran the wiring over there for the dome light on these. It's a cloth wiring. Again, we mentioned the third seat back there. It does have seat belts up front for the front seat for driver and passenger. Beautiful Survivor woodwork on this one. Nice finish by Alex DeLoa. Kind of give you a feel. Just trying to go cruising along here so you really get a good feel for this car. This car is just one of those cars, when you look at it, it's just they survived so long, passed through the hands of a celebrity, received a nice loving restoration in 09, 2,800 miles since complete, updated rear axle, 283 Chevy in it, which was a really common upgrade back in the 50s. The current owner did do that upgrade, but he kept it respectful. This radio's been upgraded AM FM style. It's, you know, it works, but it's not something he raves about as far as the audio, that type of thing. We're not going to play it for you. We usually just assume they don't work. Ashtrays here. Has a very neat vintage turn signal on it. We'll I'm going to turn the key on here. Show you with the working turn signal, the bulb in here. Very neat vintage turn signal piece. Has an electric fuel pump. I can hear that running. We'll fire it up here in a minute for you and let you hear it run, and while I'm underneath the hood, we'll do the same thing. Look at the woodwork up here. If you're interested in this car, this may be a little bit long video, but we really wanted you to get a good feel for the car. The woodwork up here is very nice. Sneak in here. Make sure it's in neutral. He has the emergency brake on, which is functional. It's not going anywhere. Starter button over here. It's been completely converted to 12 volts, so it has a 12 volt system in it. Looking under the hood, you wouldn't be able to tell that with the it's got a generator style alternator on it. Oil pressure's very nice up on the high side there. 60 pound range. Fuel gauge working. Temp gauge, we've warmed it up just enough, and you'll see that the battery voltage is about 14 volts. Step out and let you hear it run here. Again, 3 on the tree. This is a standard steering wheel. Nice dual exhaust, nice little sound to it. Alright, we're going to get you underneath the hood here. Kind of the nice little 50s period style upgrade on it that we talked about during the walk around. Very nicely done. 283 Chevy V8. When this car had the body off restoration, this engine was completely rebuilt in the stock format. Something they did back in the day. It's still hung from the front. It has the factory 3-speed manual transmission with 3 on the tree. All the wiring's been done and nicely updated. It has and with that is a 12-volt power conversion. This is actually an alternator, a Power Master alternator that looks like a generator. All the factory style cloth wiring. Early GM distributor. Very professionally restored. Simple and subtle, very nice. The fan is still driven off the crankshaft on the lower pulley, like it would have been with a flathead V8. Radiator appears to be an aluminum radiator that's been powder coated. Nice. And when they put the alternator over on this side, they moved the horns over to the right side, passenger side, because of the room issue. Exhaust manifolds are factory style 283 exhaust manifolds that have been ceramic coated. Sometimes we get too carried away building cars like this, and it's nice to see them done this way. Bottom side of the hood, cloud mist gray, goes all the way through. We're actually going to fire it up here for you. Oil bath style air filter. Still relatively cold this morning. As the other thing I forgot to mention, it has 354 ratio in the stock rear differential. Has dual exhaust with Flowmaster mufflers for a nice sound. Either Flowmaster or MagnaFlow. They exit right and left over here on the side. You kind of get a peek at that. Condensation in the pipes, that's all it is. Alright, we'll get you in the back here. Very nice. Grab your picnic basket. Let's go for a ride. Anyway, I love this view on the Woodies from the back of the gate to look at the headliner there. We talked about during the walk around winning the Ron Hyden's award at Wavecrest in 2009. Very neat trophy. It's going to go with the car. It's quite the honor to receive that trophy, and this car was fresh when that was done. Just trying to share the wood with you as why we're at the back here. Beautiful day here in Long Beach. All the wood on it, believed all original wood. I believe the back lid here, I think we talked about it during the walk around. You'll see some bird's eye maple. I believe the wood on the upper window here of the wagon compartment has been restored. It's a bird's eye maple. Alright, while we had the gate down, we wanted to share, there's documentation that comes with the car, a lot of the service records, that type of thing, and then there's some of the registrations over the years. But we talked about during the walk around was the David Cassidy was a prior owner. David Cassidy on Wilshire Boulevard. The license plate KDH 025 down here. KDH 025. And then here's an application for a duplicate title that was done at one time. But you'll see the date the title was issued was 3/29 of 77. There's some later ownership files in there. Alright, as we mentioned during the walk around here, we're getting to the undercarriage, and we want to cover the undercarriage with you and remind you it's a complete professional body off style restoration on this one. Very nicely done. Everything was redone, all the braking, that type of thing, kingpin bushings, factory frame, refinished, all new Goodyear all-weather tires on it. They're 650 16s. Just gives it that nice style, early style. You get an idea. Still has the wishbones all intact. The factory rear differential has been upgraded to a 354 ratio. I know it's a little bit dark. The light will get better on the other side of the car, but you kind of get a really good feel for the condition of the restoration. Very authentic in its style. See the factory, well, the dual exhaust comes out in the back here, but the factory differential, it's breathing nice with a nice exhaust on it, and the 283 underneath the hood. Give us a call at Spud's Garage. We always want it to be fun and safe and fun in that order. This is a very nice car with great character and fun provenance. Alright. Hey, there you go. Thanks for watching the video. He's taking it back to his garage. Could be going to your garage. Make sure you go to Spud's Garage. Have a great day.